A new organization in Lloydminster is hoping to light a fire within people and businesses in the border city while helping out the most vulnerable. And as Brian Lentz explains, it's a passion project for those involved.
Humanity on Fire for Life, or HOFL. It's a simple acronym that came to Tom Richards after an epiphany and quick internet search.
And there it was, it had an astrological meaning, and I didn't know how to contain my emotion because it pretty much summed up what I think I stand for, what I'm about. Life path, a mediator, sees the best in people, wants the best for them.
Within 2 days, Richards had a partner in Jo Tchowski, who says she believes in HOFL's mission to serve the community.
I think we tend to live inside these little boxes and we don't challenge ourselves and we become comfortable. So yeah, I just feel that we need to step out of those boxes in order to live a more fulfilling life.
Though just a few months old, HOFL has already helped with anti-bullying initiatives and raised hundreds of dollars for the Salvation Army Food Bank. And Richard says he hopes to further help youth in the city.
There's some after-school programs or some programs working with the justice system, and it touches on all aspects, the physical and the spiritual and the emotional and the mental side. Keep that wheel rolling. It's a constant thing. It's an everyday thing. You can't give in and say, I'm not going to do it today.
Richards also wants to expand HOFL to help other businesses develop internal teamwork and support.
Office culture organizations can be quite cruel sometimes because you're not concentrating on the best in the person, you're concentrating on the 10% that's bad. You know, we want to make people aware of that, what it does to that person or individual, and have a corrective action for that.
Brian Lentz, Newcap News.
Well, after a month of unpredictable weather, it's finally safe to say spring is here in Lloydminster, and that means it's time to head out to enjoy parks and enjoy the outdoors, which, as Josh Ryan explains in this week's Healthy Living, has many benefits.
The snow has melted and the grass is greening, which means families are off to enjoy the outdoors.
Kids look up to their parents, and when parents are active, then kids will be active and they follow suit, right? And it becomes a lifelong skill and lifelong enjoyment when the whole family participates.
For individuals and groups, the first stop is Bud Miller Park, where many residents are already playing tennis.
This is great for core and upper body strength, as well as you're going to use your legs for lots of agility motion, so you're going to get lots of side-to-side motion, which is good.
Those a little less enthused about the hard court can move a few meters over for volleyball on a softer surface.
Volleyball has lots of benefits in the sand. You're going to get a little more muscle activation because it's a little harder to push off of, and it's also a little softer, so easier on your joints.
Those running instead of playing sports are out on the trail. The ring around Bud Miller Park is 1 kilometer, making it perfect for running laps, and there's a variety of other paths to more than triple the distance.
Depending on what trail you take, but you can get 5 to 6 kilometers in a loop in Bud Miller Park.
Even if you aren't into sports, running, or don't have a specific fitness goal, getting out to the park on a day like this makes a world of difference. Sunshine provides most of our vitamin D intake, can help prevent diseases like MS and type 2 diabetes, as well as raise our serotonin levels, which means the sun brightens our day in more ways than one. Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
With the warmer temperatures, an old enemy is back on the prowl. In this week's Agriculture Report, Gerard Lampow with a word of caution as we enter the world of ticks.
We had our first reported ticks on February 16th in our area this year, and last fall we had our last reported tick at our clinic on November 25th.
Once temperatures get above 4 degrees, the hardy bloodsuckers are up and about. Ticks are arachnids. They're related to spiders and scorpions. They fasten themselves onto skin and feed on blood. There are about 15 types of ticks in North America, but only a few of these are likely to affect your pets. These include American dog tick, Lone Star tick, deer or black-legged tick, and the brown dog tick. Veterinarian Dr. Becky Newman says we may have to change the tick season.
So we used to say that your tick season around here, we used to say May through October. Now we're extending that and encouraging people to use preventive products to treat their pets from March all the way through till November.
15% of the ticks common to Alberta are deer ticks, the carriers of Lyme disease. Some 13.5% of these have actually been found to carry the bacteria. Simply put, 2 in every 100 ticks could potentially have Lyme disease.
There has to be taller grass and that scrubby brush kind of. That's what ticks like to live in. So any area where you have that type of environment, you could find ticks. We've seen ticks reported from Kitscotty, from Lashburn, from Blackfoot. We tend to be finding that the ticks are moving our way from the east. So if you head over towards Battleford, Kindersley, places like that, they have more ticks than we do.
Protection for your pets include chewables and topical applications. Dr. Dubin says ag producers tend to find ticks on horses more so than cattle. To keep track of things like diseases, she's encouraging residents to be part of the provincial monitoring programs by bringing in ticks alive in a Ziploc bag.
Both the Alberta and the Saskatchewan provincial governments have tick monitoring programs that are ongoing. They're trying to track the prevalence of ticks within our provinces.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.
This is Newcap Sports.
Well, temperatures in the border city hovered above +20 today, making it an excellent day to go golfing. The Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre now open to the public, and there were 20 golfers with clubs ready to kick off the season when our Brittany Matika arrived.
Not just anyone can officially open the golf course. A familiar face was given the honor of being able to take the first swing of the 2017 season on the tee box.
I had the opportunity to take the first shot at the Lloydminster Golf and Country Club as we kick off the season for 2017 for golfing, and it's just a beautiful day. As you can see, the grass is starting to green up. We've got sunshine. It's just a lovely day, and our first golfers of the year are already out and enjoying the course.
Golf isn't just for Mayor Aalbers or for the professionals. Golf is literally for everyone.
I get my exercise. I'm not competitive as a team competition, but I like to be a little bit more competitive with myself. So I try to challenge myself to get a little better. And you know what? It's always nice to be able to be out in nature. It's much nicer to be outside than it is to be inside doing, being on an exercise bike or, working out inside.
The Lloydminster Golf and Curling Club prides itself on being an inclusive facility welcoming guests of all ages and skill levels.
Our main push is obviously to get the public out here playing, make golf accessible for everybody, and that's what we're excited to do.
Marty says a great way to begin golfing is to take a lesson from a professional at the course. The driving range and chipping green are great practice spaces to access on top of taking in 18 holes. The Lloydminster Golf and Curling Club is offering a summer junior program on Monday afternoons in July and August, with registration occurring on June 12th at 6 p.m. Brittany Matika, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.
Austin Dyer, a name synonymous with Lakeland Rustlers volleyball, but that's only one of his jobs. His other, teaching young students and keeping them busy on a court with boundaries and a net. Nope, not volleyball. As a teacher at E.S. Laird Middle School, Dyer has found enjoyment coaching young athletes in another sport he's quite versed in.
Badminton was one of my passions for sure when I was in school. So, I basically tried to play everything that my school offered, and I excelled in badminton to a certain degree, and enjoyed doing it. So, when I started teaching and got into phys ed and whatnot, obviously badminton was a decent fit.
Winning a national volleyball championship means it's clear Dyer is a successful motivator at the college level, but he's also finding that same success in the junior ranks.
He's very gives you lots of influence and very supportive and helps you out lots.
You just have to put things into perspective. Teaching at E.S. Laird Middle School, we're middle school, and so philosophy there is to give everybody a chance to try everything that they can and to give everybody a chance to play. And that's what our teams roll into as well. We select our teams and whatnot, but we want to give all of our kids a chance to be able to be a part of a team. And so I really try to separate the two jobs, and do both to the best of my ability, and make both groups be able to feel special in their own way.